An old single-tower building at the south exit of Shibuya Station. Almost all the other buildings had collapsed partially or fully, yet it alone remained unscarred. Suspicious as hell. On its roof was the dome of a planetarium that had been closed several years previously. My breath weak, I climbed the empty stairs to the top floor, went through the deathly silent lobby to enter the planetarium interior. I caught my breath at the giant device that flew into my sight. A white seal rose into state. A chill in the air stole away my body heat. And then there was the object that had been made to stand beside the white seal.
Rimi.
Rimi, who had been fastened to it, slowly raised her head, and she noticed my voice. Her eyes met. Her eyes went wide.
どうして
君を助けに
The light in her eyes flickered.
バカだよ
She shook her head sadly.
そんなキスだらけになってそんな無茶して待っててって言ったのになんで
Because I love you. Because I love you, Rimi. But I didn't put it into words. That's too bad. I couldn't say something along the lines of, I love you, so I've come to rescue you. Like this, drenched in blood, my arm crushed to a pulp. I looked nothing like the prince on a white horse. I should definitely find it to be nasty and creepy. It would pretty much make me the equivalent of a stalker. If I conveyed my feelings to her one-sidedly, it would only bother her. From here on out, she would go on living. From here on out, I would soon die. If someone on the verge of death went off and decided to tell you their feelings, it would just leave you with a bad aftertaste. Which was why I didn't speak of how I felt.
意味にこれを返したくて
My weak hand. The hand still holding my D-sword, desperately using those fingers. I pulled a handkerchief out from near my heart. A soft vermilion. I couldn't tell if that were its original color or if my blood had soaked into it. It didn't give off a floral scent anymore either. Something Rimi had given me. One of the irreplaceable memories I'd received from her.
僕は君をここから助け出してノア2を壊してこのハンカチを返すんだ
It was all I could do. If I thought of things through to completion, I could vanish without regrets. Besides, it didn't seem like I'd be able to accomplish anything else. For a while now, I'd been having the hallucination that all my senses had gone numb. Maybe the excess of pain had made my brain start blocking off those sensations, which had been transmitted through however many of my nerve endings. I couldn't move my body well. Blood kept dripping from my arm. My eyes were going cloudy. It was If I weren't careful, I would probably pass out.
君は実に勇敢ですね。
A tall man, Norose Kenichi, emerged from Naruto's shadow. Expressionless, he faced me and declared his fake innocence.
しかし致命的なことが一つあります。行動原理が感情に根ざしているということです。それは野蛮人のすることだ。
I didn't really understand what this man was saying. I was frantically working to take in and deal with my pain. I didn't have the spare room to comprehend other people's words. Rimi accepted.
タク逃げて。
小を犠牲にして大の利益を守る。それを悪だと思いますか？私はそうは思いません。このままでは人類はいずれ滅び去る。人の欲望によってです。あまりにも醜い心、あまりに利己的な欲望の洪水。人の社会はすでに破綻し、腐り落ちようとしています。誰もが己のことしか考えず、その結果殺し合い、奪い合っています。君もギガロマニアックスとして覚醒したのなら見たはずですよ。人の心の本質を。私は幼い頃に覚醒したため、もう何十年という間、それを見てきた。
So he's one too?
300人委員会は人類の自滅を阻止するためという大義名分のもと、世界人間牧場計画を推し進めてきました。けれどそれも所詮、彼らのエゴを満たすものでしかない。私が目指すのはそんなものではありません。悟ったのですよ。この腐った世界を再生するためには、社会のシステムを変えるのではなく、世界中すべての人間の心を変える必要があるのだと。
By brainwashing everyone?
そのためのプロジェクトノアです。ノア2があれば世界中すべての人間から負の妄想を消し去り、清廉な心へと漂白できます。争いは消え、世界に永遠の平和を与えることができます。君も誰かに蔑まれることもなくなるでしょう。
This lengthy speech came to an end at last. I desperately braced my legs to keep from collapsing. I managed to get a little rest. It had saved me.
あんたの言ってることはもしかしたら正しいかもしれない。
Not that I've been listening closely. If you were to take the future of humanity into consideration, this way was surely correct. A truly righteous point of view. Norose was the president of a large enterprise, and a man motivated by justice. He devoted thought to the entire human race. I was a monster, and a virgin, and a creepy otaku. A selfish and blatantly egotistical guy, trying only to save the girl I loved. Under normal circumstances, I would totally play the villain. Justice would defeat the monster and come out victorious.
でも僕はあんたには負けられない。
なぜ否定するのです？
ただの自己満足だ。
I just love how he finally, even though he knows that he's born from a delusion, even though he knows he's finally standing up for himself.
残念です。
His gaze fixed on me. Norose seized Rimi's shirt front and dragged her down from the object dart. And in front of that sculpture, He extended his right hand to the side. So that's his weapon, huh? At the same instant, the work of art, which should have been standing vertically, appeared to have been installed itself into Norosei's hand. It wasn't a piece of artwork or anything of the sort. And it certainly wasn't a cross made for crucifixions. A D-sword, all too massive to be called a sword. Cruel and cold, a tool for sowing terror. A contaminated gospel, intricate chaos, sacrilege for violation, unadulterated wickedness. Just like the door to hell, it will steal the hearts of those who saw it, tempting them into a cycle of endless suffering. Its shape blends everything negative in the world into one whole, embodying all of it. That's quite a weapon. I gulped down a single breath. Even so, I had made up my mind. I adjusted my grip on my D-sword, bound to my hand by a cord. I took a step toward Noatsu. Namely, I began closing the distance between me and Norosei. When it came to the range of her weapons, his was overwhelmingly superior. Thus, Takumi is also dying. He's not really in a state to fight.
剣で切り合うような野蛮な行為はあまり得意ではないのですがね。しかし君からコードサンプルを手に入れる必要があります。そのために無力化しなければ。
Little Norosei swung his even taller D-sword, one-handed. It was a blow brimming with the sort of heft that seemed capable of pulverizing anything imaginable. My arms wouldn't respond right away. Pain shot through them, and all I did was tense them. Even then, I forced myself to raise my arm. I stopped his D-sword. If I had a normal sword, there was no doubt that it had been split clean in two. Not to mention that my D-sword was terribly thin. It contrasted too sharply with Norosei's. But my D-sword didn't break, and I somehow managed to hold off Norosei's first attack. I guess this is it, huh? My hand went numb, so my left hand was all but gone. I had trouble keeping my balance. My posture crumbled. It seemed as if he were about to send me hurtling back. I withstood it. And met Norosei's second attack. He parried far too fast for me. Don't be led astray by how his sword looks, I warned myself. A power struggle between an excessively slender and delicate sword and an excessively gigantic and ferocious sword. When I see this, I can't help but feel disappointed that the anime adaptation is basically apparently really crappy. Somehow, I succeeded in going up against him, but that was very much just for now. For the fourth time, our swords clashed. Norosei's hands began to move differently from before. It appeared as though he had clenched down on the grip of his sword. His D-sword undulated, releasing an eerie sound. It hummed as its structure recombined. The tip of the blade opened like a pair of scissors, thrusting up towards my chest. Don't tell me his D-sword can transform on the fly. That would be too overpowered. That transformation, I realized it would be fatal for me. Resistance, I blowed my sword straight in front of me. but it was too late. The two-pronged point of his sword pierced my chest. At the one side, I was hoping for maybe a combined attack against Norrisei, but then again, I'm glad that the other Gigalomaniacs are not here, since they would have just been killed. Otherwise, I put a small plate about Norrisei's mouth, its grip loosened, the colossal scissors closed. My chest, together with my ribs, together with my lungs, scissors gnawed into them. I retreated a step in desperation. Norrisei swept his arm further toward the side. Fresh blood danced before my eyes. Pain lanced through my whole body. Although my senses were supposed to have gone numb, it was enough to render me speechless. I clenched my teeth and endured it. I'm amazed that Takumi is still standing. My chest rolled up. I turned it to shredded meat. If I hadn't backed up, it would have gotten to my heart. A huge amount of blood came spraying out. I started to topple. I caught myself. I couldn't die. I can't let myself die after coming so far. I ignored Norrisei. I frantically advanced toward Noatsu and the fallen Rimi. I really have to give Takumi props. I mean, at the start of the game, I know he was made deliberately whiny and unlikable, but his character development has been so good. Lying there, Rimi raised her head a little bit, without moving anything else, and looked up at me. She was probably weakened, wasn't she? Her body must be insisting on limpness. Weariness, or else my injuries, made my vision fuzzy. I didn't know what kind of face Rimi looked at me with. I couldn't bring myself to meet her gaze. I didn't want her to see me like this, blood-stained and beaten. A tiny little pride. It made me picky about that kind of thing, even though I was going to die anyway. I continued walking toward Noatsu. It was already within reach of my T-sword. Strangely, Norrisei didn't come chasing me from behind. Oh no, not this. Not this melody. I remember when this melody plays, then suddenly that loud buzz comes right after. Then all of a sudden an airy melody started playing through the dome interior. Let me pass. Noatsu towering before me, the sound resonating from it grew shriller, as if resided as solemnly. I sensed something and now beginning to move inside it. For a second, I quailed, but I gradually lowered my center of gravity, readying myself. I faced Noatsu's tube-ridden, almost organic-looking surface, and mowed it down with my D-sword. Suddenly, I noticed that at some point Noatsu had disappeared from my field of sight. For some reason, I was standing with my back facing it. Oh, I really need to get some new earphones. My earbuds keep falling out every time, it's so annoying. I definitely had been attempting to destroy it. I had no intention of spinning around. It's the same trick he used on those two people. And those board members. But I was facing backwards. Norrisei rather than Noatsu appeared in the center of my fake sight, standing in front of me. Turning around, I wielded my T-sword one more time. But though I meant to turn around, I hadn't. He's just messing with your brain right now. I told myself to turn around. I made the motion of turning around, but the final result was that I hadn't. it's just Nora 2's self-defense mechanism. I grew befuddled.
ノア2の自己防衛機能とでも言うべきものです。
Oh lol, I actually was right. Made me think because the melody was playing. Nora's quiet voice echoed through the dome, mingling with the melody of Let Me Pass.
近づく者の心に干渉し意志を歪ませる。ノア2には誰も近寄れません。私以外。
As he finished speaking, Nora closed in on me with elegant strides. He leisurely raised the enormous D-sword in his hand. I bit my molars together. I didn't have enough blood left. I could not think clearly. Despite that, I took my all but senseless right hand. My right hand that was basically crippled by pain. I raised it in desperation and prepared myself for his next blow. My D-sword, which had somehow been welded to my hand with a cord alone, went with an incredible impact and went flying. I tumbled across the floor, moving away from me. Now I'm just bracing myself for that enormous noise. I watched it go in astonishment when I turned my line of sight back to the front. There was Norsay, sneering. The music shifted, as though it were giving me some kind of warning, as though to urge me to go towards something.
君の存在を否定してあげましょう。
How about no? Norsay had already positioned himself for his next attack. He was about to unleash it on me. All too overwhelmingly, all too destructively, all too viciously. His D-sword. In opposition, I was unarmed. Without anything to help myself stave off his blow, I became petrified. Rimi, don't tell me you jumped between that attack. Rimi threw herself between me and Norsay. Damn it! Something soft feeling covered my face.
タクを殺さないで。
Rimi's chest. Rimi was embracing me as though to wrap herself around me, shielding me from Norsay. Maybe he was aiming for this moment? He was using Rimi as bait. Norsay let out a small breath and lowered his sword. Rimi had saved me again, even though I'd come to rescue her. God, how pathetic. My mortification. I reached for Rimi's blouse, the gap between its buttons. I slipped my right hand inside it.
タク。
Okay. The lingerie what she wore was warm and just a little rough to the touch. The pain of the wound gored in my chest. The pain of my separated left hand. And the pain in my dislocated right shoulder. The anguish of being unable to breathe properly through damaged lungs. The warmth seemed like it would heal all my suffering. Rimi's lingerie, Rimi's bare skin.
何を。
Okay, this is unexpected. I tore over her button-up blouse. I ripped apart the clothing concealing her body. That's a lot of blood. I know it's... Guess I thought... It's Diamond's blood, right? Exposing your bra.
タク、やめ。
I grabbed them through the fabric, the ample breasts. Stop it, Takumi. I was just praising you for your character development. I know this happened. I pressed my bloody right hand to her brow, to her naked skin, as though rubbing the red blood up against her. I felt her suppleness, her elasticity, so very soft. Rimi squirmed in the attempt to escape. I hung on to her. I wouldn't let her run away. I buried my face in her breasts, whose skin seemed to fight against me. Took me in. I went further, using my free right hand to grope inside her skirt. Somehow I hope that it's Snow White 2's influence doing this.
やめてよタクこんなのやだよ
I sprang away from Rimi with a gasp. I was stunned, realizing what I'd been trying to do. I mean, in the state he was in physically, I don't think, at least I hope, that he would not be able to do that on his own volition. Even after I moved away from her, Rimi hit her chest with her hands and wept heartbrokenly. Despite her protecting me, I hadn't done such a thing. What the hell was I doing at a time like this? Why was I making Rimi cry?
本当は先畑リミを犯したいんでしょ。
My own voice reverberated inside me. My breath caught in alarm. Why was I alarmed? Because he'd hit the nail on the head? Because he'd seen through me? Who had? My voice in my heart. My true self?
ここで物にしておかないと将軍に寝取られちゃう。あんなしわくちゃ野郎にリミはやられちゃうんだよ。寝取られるなんて嫌じゃねえ。まあもうすでにやられちゃってる可能性もあるけどさ。
If you see the state Shogun was in, do you really think that's possible? My true nature whispered to me, "Stop it, please. Don't say that kind of thing. This isn't what I've been thinking." I wanted to cover my ears, but I couldn't do it without my left hand. I would definitely know what to, at least I hope so. Rimi, crying, unable to fix her deceived clothes. Seeing that face of hers pained me so much. It felt like my heart would be crushed.
片思いでいいとか綺麗事言ってないでさ。犯しちゃえって。ノロセはそれをする時間ぐらい待ってくれるってよ。
Yeah, this is definitely Naruto's influence.
どうせ僕はもうすぐ死ぬんだ。恨まれたってへでもないって。やりたいことやって死のうよ。僕のこのかわいそうな境遇ならここでちょっとひどいことやったってしょうがなかったら許されるよ。
I was having a delusion, a bad habit of mine. So it'd be real bad if I didn't work. I'm not listening to him. I wouldn't be able to avoid getting swept away by the flow. My weak heart was guiding me in the wrong direction, in an easier direction, but I couldn't let myself get swept away now.
それにリミは僕に同情してくれてた。それならばむしろやらしてくれるべきだ。 お母さん、死ぬ前に童貞捨てようよ。ダメだ。
I yelled, as though to break through my inner weakness, as though to hurl it all away. Thankfully, it made the voice in my heart go away. Before me, Rimi had stopped crying as well. She lowered the hands covering her face. She gave me a cold, brief glance.
つまんない男